Good day all, welcome back to Cruisin Classics YouTube channel. Today we have for you a real treat, especially for all you Mopar fans out there and classic muscle car fans. We've got the last standalone year of the GTX 1971 sitting right here in front of us. A rare Mopar to say the least. Only 2,942 of these beauties produced, and you are checking out one of them. All original sheet metal on this beauty, a respray, and a nice quality one in its original color of lemon twist, and it is well decked out. Let's start up front with this car. As you can see, it has the air grabber hood, ordered from factory, and it still works. I'll show you in a few minutes once we get inside the car and fire it up. It's just a switch under the dash and it pops right open. You can see it's got hood pins on it. Those are also factory ordered. Back in '71, Plymouth put this awesome front bumper on here that's like a loop style. It just covers all the way around the front end, and this one is a mirror finish. Looks absolutely beautiful. Down underneath that bumper, you'll see two front chin spoilers, the split spoilers underneath there. Those were not factory ordered. Those were put on after the fact with this car. They were an option at the time. You see the matte black finish on that air grabber hood. Looks great with that black vinyl top. And this car was originally a black vinyl top car. Although this is not the original black vinyl top. It looks way too new for that. Look at that top. Very, very nice. Great looking window trim all the way around. Got dual chrome side mirrors. Here you'll see that it does have the black accent stripe, and this was factory ordered. You'll find it on the trim tag. You'll find the code for it there. It's got the little rocker molding there. Sits on a set of Krager SS wheels, BF Goodrich radial TAs. A 440 call out up front, warning you of what's underneath that hood, and it is indeed a 440 underneath there. Nice bright work all around. Everything from the window trim, the drip rail, the chrome side mirrors, the door handles. These awesome GTX logos on the side. Just a spectacular looking car. As we move to the back, you'll see it has a matte black gull wing spoiler added onto the trunk. And that was not factory ordered, just like the front chin spoiler. This was done after the fact. It wasn't ordered that way, and you'll see when you look at the trim tag for it that was not originally ordered on this car. But boy, it looks spectacular on here. There's no doubt about it. Great looking paint. I would call it very high driver quality paint on this car. Another gleaming bumper with integrated taillights. And down underneath, you'll see it has the slotted chrome exhaust tips, exactly as it should, and boy, they look cool. Very, very cool. Got GTX sticker badging on the back here. And while we're in the rear of the car, we're going to go ahead and check out the trunk. Not a lot going on back here. We've got a full-size spare, a factory style jack that looks like it could be original, and a simple vinyl mat on the floor. Nice and clean underneath the mat. And that's the trunk. Plain and simple. As you can see, looking down the sides of this car, nice and straight. Everything lines up really well. All original sheet metal on this car. Not been cut on. Spectacular look. It's hard to believe they stopped making these, but it was the oil crisis days and nobody was buying the big 440s anymore at this point. What a shame. Now that we're back up front, I'm going to pause briefly, get these pins out and pop the hood up, as I'm dying to show you what's underneath it. We'll be right back. And we are back under the hood of the 1971 Plymouth GTX. And it is a nice looking engine bay, clean, painted yellow, organized, and looks like factory stock. As you can see ahead of us, we've got the 440 Super Commando call out on the air cleaner, and you can see it's all set up for that working air grabber hood. And it's a really cool feature. I can't wait to show it to you once we get inside the car. That big 440 block there is not a numbers match to this car. It is from 1972, and so is the intake. Sitting on top of that intake is a Carter AVS 4-barrel carburetor. You can see we got orange valve covers. You got high performance cast exhaust manifolds and high performance exhaust all the way back. It sounds amazing when you fire it up. Down here you'll see it is a power steering car and a power brake car with discs in the front, drums in the rear. Radiator looks correct, although not original. This big 440 has made it up to the numbers matching 727 torque flight transmission. That's a 3-speed automatic. Got 323 posi rear gears and an 8 3/4 Chrysler rear end. It is ready to rock and roll. Very, very cool. I'm going to go ahead and put the hood down before we move into the car, because I want to show you that air grabber hood functioning once we're inside. And you can see it's got the air grabber call outs there. The interior of this car is in spectacular condition. Very, very nice all the way around. You got the deluxe large door cards with wood grain trim, the medallions. You can see you've got a toggle for the driver's side mirror. As you start to step in, you'll notice that gorgeous sill plate, nice newer carpet, beautiful GTX carpeted floor mats, and these seats look like brand new. They have to be recovered and somewhat recently, because there is just no wear. No splits, no cracks, no nothing. I mean, they are comfortable and they are beautiful. Back seat, same way. Looks like the back seat's never been sat in. You can see we've got a working dome light, a tight black vinyl headliner. Let's hop on in. Now, between the front bucket seats, you've got what they call the buddy seat. There's a fold down armrest, but if you want to have a third passenger, you can get one up here, and there are seat belts for them. However, I'm going to put the armrest down for the sake of the rest of the video. Looking over at the passenger side door card, just as nice as the driver's side. Looks great with that wood trim and medallion, and you can see the wood trim kind of flows up onto the dash. GTX badging there above the glove box. Crack-free black vinyl dash. The gauge bezel, also wood trim. And the steering wheel, some more wood trim. This was the premium model, and they treated you to all the extras, that's for sure. Looking up at the gauge cluster, you can see we've got a 150 mile an hour speedometer. There's an oil pressure gauge, gas gauge, and as we move over here to this side, for your alternator and engine temperature. Down below, working factory AM radio, and I'll turn that on for you in a minute. It actually picks up stations even inside the building here. Taking a peek over at the other side, we've got working controls for the heater and the fan. Wipers work, lights all work as they should too. And the horn, unfortunately, oh, it does work. I thought for a moment it didn't, but you can hear it does. It is a column shift car for the 727 torque flight. Let's take a quick look in the glove box. Working courtesy light, standard issue glove box with nothing in it. And with no further ado, I'm going to fire this beast up. I want you to hear it. What an awesome freaking muscle car this is. It's the last. 71 was the last true year where they really made great cars with big engines that were fast. Nice cold start there. I'll show you the temp gauge. You can see we're bone cold. It's been sitting here overnight and nobody's moved it. Now what I'd like to do next is turn on the radio for you. Sounds like a baseball game. And it is a baseball game. show you the wipers real quick while I'm over here. Work just as they should. Now under the dash, there is a controller here for the air grabber. And what I'm gonna do is move the button while I step outside the car and show you. And there she is. How cool is that, man? Absolutely awesome. You can hear how rowdy that exhaust sounds with those high performance exhaust manifolds on there. Now I'm going to shut the air grabber. It goes right down as it should. This car was also born, because it was ordered that way, with a rear speaker fader right there. And again, we'll take a quick look around. Just how nice this car is. Excellent quality restoration. Let's hop out and walk around back. I want you to hear the music that's coming out of those tailpipes. They're playing my favorite song, Rowdy 71 Muscle. Folks, if you got questions about the 71 GTX, give us a call. Here at Cruisin Classics in Columbus, Ohio, our number is 614-276-7355. We can help you out getting financing for this car. We can help you get it shipped to wherever you are in the world. And we're happy to answer any of your questions. As you look through the ad, make sure and pay attention. We've got all of the codes from the engine, the transmission, everything is all in the ad. Undercarriage pictures too. If you've got any other pictures you want taken, give us a call, talk to us. We'll shoot them for you. This is sure not to last long here at Cruisin Classics. It's a 1971 Chrysler Plymouth GTX, and it is bad to the bone. Give us a call at 614-276-7355. We're here to help you out. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back again tomorrow with something else cool.